Okay, yeah, let's start. So, in the last class, we have seen merging and rebasing, right? That's, I mean, merging a code and as well as raising a PR from UI and merging the code. It's the same thing from UI, but with a approval. So today, we'll we have a few more commands we'll talk about that one. So let's see the merge one. Let's say, okay, I'm the main branch. Let me check branches. There is nothing. If you see here, there are four branches in the remote in the repository, right? But in local, there is only one branch. Why? What happens is when you clone the repository, you will it will clone only the default branch code, not every other thing. Got it? By default, when you clone, it will check out. It will usually clone the default branch code. Default is the main, so obviously, so that's why it will do. But what if you want this branch code or release or development something? There are two ways. One way is while cloning, git clone, you can pass the branch name hyphen b, what is the branch name, release, let's say, and the URL, whatever the URL here. So this way, what happens is this will clone the specific branch code. This is one of the approach. That's it. Use the command. I mean, generally how you clone, just do git clone and the URL. But if you want to clone a specific branch, you can just simply pass hyphen b, the branch name, whatever the branch name it is. This is one approach. Now, our scenario is we have already cloned the repo, correct? Main branch is already there. I don't want to clone again. It's already cloned. I just want to switch branch. So what I'll do is, usually what we do, if you want to switch branch, git checkout, right? Git checkout will go to the branch. Git checkout hyphen b, the branch name means it will create a new branch and you will go to the branch. But now here, the branch already exists in the remote. We don't need to create it. So what we have to do is, same thing, git checkout only, but with an extra step. Git checkout. If you give now, let's say release, it will go to the branch. Sorry. But it's created a new branch. See, switch to a new branch release. I don't want that. Let's delete the branch. Yeah. So I don't want to create a new branch. I want to check out the existing branch. So where is the branch is in the origin, right, in the remote repository. So simply I just have to give git checkout origin slash release. So it will check out the code. And now we have to do another command call. Just remove the origin. Just git checkout the branch name. See, this is also creating a new branch only, but with the code present here in the in the release branch. Yeah. So that's how you can clone. I mean, while cloning, you can define a argument like hyphen be the branch name, so it will clone a specific branch. Or if you already cloned it and you don't want to clone it again, so simply you can do this. Git checkout origin slash the branch name means it will check out the code of that branch, whatever is the branch name from the origin. I mean from the remote, and you can simply do git checkout the branch name. So it will create new branch with the commits with the code. If you see here, you see, we checked out the branch code. Let's go here. Let's see. You're switching to version release, obviously. Blah 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 or something. It fetches all the commits from the release branch. And now when you create this branch, whatever the commits it fetched, I mean, whatever the content or data it's fetched, this will create a new branch called release in local, and the core and all everything will go to the release branch. Now this release branch and local will be in sync with this branch. In sync means when you push, obviously it will go. That's all. So got it? So now let's see similar thing. Usually what happens, I'll create a file, something, let's say. Anything. I created a file, let's see. Let's add it. Now let's go to main, or let's create one more thing. Let's add something. Let's do the same with add. Commit is just one. Now we did today, I think, two commits. This is the August 26th, yes, correct. This is the reminder. Now, what we did last time, if you want to merge, sorry, so go to main branch, simply do git merge release. As I told you, merge will create a merge commit. See, it opens it opens something editor for me. So this is the commit ID. You can change it. Let's change it. Merge branch release name. So now everything can test 1, 2, 3 cat test. Yeah, that's what I mean. Usually that's what we did in last class. I mean, when you use merge, it will create a merge commit. When you use rebase, it won't create any new commit. It will just use existing ones from the source branch. That's what the last class. But why I'm showing now is there is a scenario here. If you observed, I committed two times, right? There is it. Yeah. If you say I committed two times, some random changes, whatever it is. Now when I do merge, all those changes will come automatically. It means it will compare between the lease and master, sorry, the main branch. And let's say these two commits are not there in master, it will merge everything, all these things. Let's say I have 10 commits in release. When you do merge, it will merge all those 10 commits into main. That's what generally happens. Merge with or rebase or pull request. It will check overall the branch, check the changes, and then merge all of them. But let's say I got a scenario. I want to merge only one commit. Let's say I want to merge only this commit, not this one. With merge and rebase, it's not possible. No, we can't do that because when you merge, as I told you, right, it will merge everything, not just single thing. How to do? Rebase also same thing. It will merge everything, not just single commit. There is something called Cherrypick. So this will it is similar to merge and rebase. Merge the code from one branch to another branch, but only specific commits. You can do that. Let's say you want to merge this commit. Only you can do only this one. If you want to do this one, only this. Not other things. Other things will remain intact. Let's try that. First, let's create two commits in release branch. PI test 456. I will commit this change first. Now what I'll do, I'll create new files. Now I'll create one more file. Let's see. See, now I have these three commits, right? Correct? That's what we did this now. 19, 19, 19, correct, right? Now, when you merge, what happens? Or when you rebase, all three will merge to the branch, whatever the branch you are merging automatically. Because there is no specificity in that. It will merge everything. But let's say I want to merge only this one. I want to skip these two first. I want only the latest one. What you do? First, let's copy this. Go to the branch, correct? Simply do git cherrypick. Paste the commit. Let's see. One file change or something. Let's type ls. So only 012 came. Because in the commit, in the latest one, only where is it? Come on. Yeah. In this commit, only one file is created. Correct? 012. Only that file came. See? Not 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, something, right? Which we have other things. This is the data. That's how you can merge only specific commit. Now let's say I want test 4, 5, 6. So I don't want 7, 8, 9. Let's see. Git cherry pick blah something. I mean the commit ID obviously. See, only 4 5 6 came. 7 8 9 is not came because that's not in here. That's not in this commit. That's a different commit. But what we did, we cherry picked and we merged only one commit. This. That's why only one. Whatever the changes in that commit came. This is called cherry pick. It can be used sometimes. It's not like regular thing, but very occasionally. I mean, occasionally means if there is a requirement, let's say you want specific commits. That's what about cherry pick, right? So we will be using it. Not regular, I would say. It's not required, not mandatory to use this regularly because when we merge the whole branches. But there will be specific scenarios. Then we'll use this. Got it? So is it clear? Any doubts so far about today? Anyone? Or am I audible at least? Say something.
No, everything is clear till now.
Yeah, okay. That's about cherry pick. Let's go to another one. Let's go to this branch again. I'll create one more file. So just created one file. Now I didn't do anything. I just created a file, right? Correct. Now I'll go to main branch. If you observe, the Krishna file also came to main branch, but I created in release branch. See, correct? It shouldn't be coming, right? It's came. It's a general thing. What happens is when you, let's say I'm on a release branch and let's go to again. So I created a file in release branch, but I didn't added it and committed it. I switched to main branch. So what happens is whatever the changes he present in the release branch, which are on uncommitted, it will come to main branch. It will come to the branch, whichever we went to. So that's why usually what happens is whenever you want to switch branches, let's say you want to go from release branch to develop branch or from develop branch something else branch, you have to commit the changes here locally. Then only you can switch the branch. Otherwise, if you don't commit all the changes, whatever is you know present, whatever the uncommitted changes, whatever the changes, let's say which are not committed in the current branch, or let's say in our case in the release branch, we'll go to that branch. That's what you have seen just now, correct? Let's say I have a scenario now. The scenario is like, I can't merge the code. Sorry, I can't this one commit the code because it's not finished. But I want to switch the branch. Oh, so you're getting what I'm saying, right? So I want to go to some other branch, I mean main branch from release branch, but I want to, I don't want to commit. If you commit, you can go. There is no requirement. I mean, there is no stopping anything like that. But I don't want to commit. But still, I want to go. It won't work because if you don't commit and you want to go to another branch, whatever the changes in the release branch will come there, correct? Whatever the changes in the branch, whatever changes you made in the branch will go to the branch. But that's that shouldn't happen. That's wrong. But how you got my point? So you want to switch branch without committing, which is not possible because the changes. If you switch the branch without commit, whatever the changes present in the branch will come to the that branch whichever you went to. You don't want that again. You want to switch the branch without committing, but safely. It safely means the data should the changes whatever you did in the branch should not come there. Why you don't want to commit? I mean, why you just simply use commit, right? What happens? Sometimes a developer like their unfinished work is there. Let's say I'm working on release branch. Yeah, I'm in middle of something. I'm working on something. Suddenly you got a requirement that to go to some other branch, check, fix the issue over there, or check the code over there, something like that. You have to switch now, correct? You have to switch the branch now because another branch is developed. You have to go to develop branch and say, hey, you need to check the code or something. So you have to switch the branch. But you're in the middle of something, right? I mean, I'm in the middle of something. I don't want to commit it. So why? First thing is why we don't want to commit. Just a commit, right? Usually is we don't commit for simple things like why? Because the Git history looks huge. It shouldn't look confusing for us. I mean, when we look or when trying to merge something. So I want to commit only my work is done, but my work is not done. But still, I want to switch branch. At that time, what I'll do is I'll use something called stash. Stash. This stash, it will save your data without committing it. So that when you switch to branch, another branch, let's say develop branch, the uncommitted changes won't come to your branch. So now we have seen like, I created a file called Krishna, and when I went to main branch, the file present in the main branch, correct? Okay. Now I'll create one more file. Let's see. Hmm, so what I'll do is I have changes. Let's see. First thing I'll do git add. So these files are added to git. Now simply I do git stash. So what it will do is it will take all your uncommitted changes and it will store out of this branch. So now what happens if you do git status, you will see nothing. See, nothing is there. Now you can simply switch the branch, right? Nothing will come. Even though see there is no Krishna file here now. If you see. Because it's stashed in the original. Now let's go to release again. Still, git status, nothing is there. But our content is there, our data is there, right? Or whatever the changes or whatever the files we created, where it happens, where it went, I mean. So what's happening is with stash, it will take all the uncommitted changes in this branch, in the release branch, and this will take all those uncommitted changes from this branch, keep it out of the branch, keep it out of the branch. The out of the branch where we call that as a stacked area. Sorry, stacked area. So it will keep all the uncommitted changes in the stacked area and gives you clean branch. Clean branch means nothing to commit. So if you don't have anything to commit, you can easily switch the branch. You don't need to bother about the changes. So got it? That's how stash works. To keep it as a definition in English, stash will take all your uncommitted changes and keep them in a stacked area out of your branch, outside of your branch, and gives you clean working copy or clean local copy or local repository, something it's. So it will give you clean working copy means the files itself, sorry, the files itself is not present if you see, not just changes because they are not committed. The files are not committed because it's the first time, right? We created the files. It took the whole files and moved out of the branch and kept in a stacked area, something called stacked area. Correct? Now I went to main branch, I mean other branch. I did all my work over there. I came to release branch, back to my branch again. Now I'll start my work. But how? There are no files. So we can simply git stash, let's say apply. See the files came. There it returns. See? As simple as that. So when you do apply, it will get the changes. I mean, whatever is stashed, it will unstash to you. Got it? Now let's say git stash list. You will see this is the stash. This is the one stash is there. The on release branch obviously this is the commit ID. What is this? This is the latest last commit. I mean the head commit. Is it correct? Let's see. See, this is the head commit. It just points to that. Now when we do apply, sorry, yeah, when we do apply, what happens is it will go. It went into this stash. This the at dollar. Sorry, the bracket zero is the ID number of stash, and it gave us the data. Let's create one more file. Git add git status obviously. So now git stash I can do git stash list. So now two stash are there. Correct. What's happening here is stash zero when we had two files and it's stashed. Now stash one is we have one more file we have added. So now these three files will be in slash one slash stash one. Sorry. Again, simply see that three files are gone. If you do slash stash one apply, it will come all the things. But how to do? You simply just git stash apply. That's the command. Let's say git stash apply. See all files came. When you do apply, what happens is it will copy the data whatever is there in the latest stash and gave back to you. I mean to you means to the branch. Correct. Now let's say I have a scenario. I want to get this data, not this one. I mean, let's have multiple stashes, multiple stash ID 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, blah blah something. I want to get the data only from this one, not this one. So what you do? Let's do git stash again. ls see there is no files. Git stash list type it. Oh shit, sorry. No, that's okay. No worries. Git stash list. See now there are four, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. Now I want to get only this one, the first one, not these three things. So that time what you do is simple. Git stash apply you're doing, right, correct? It will get the latest one. Now you want to get the specific one, simply use this ID. stash at the rate 0, sorry, like this. That's it. Correct. It will come. Is it okay? You can apply a specific one. Is it clear? I mean, git stash apply, it will copy the data, I mean, from this stash IDs. I mean, 0, 1, 2, 3 are the IDs, and it will give the data to you back with like this command. If you don't give this ID, it will give the latest one. If you give ID, it will give the old one. Correct? So now there is another command called pop. Git. So now you are saying git stash apply. It will get the data and keep in your branch. Now let's see what pop will does. It also gave the data for us back. See, git status. Obviously, we have all the things. Now let's see git stash list. Sorry. So what happens here usually when you do pop? Where is that command? Let me just go. Yeah. What this will do is it will give you the changes back and it will delete the stash. It will delete the content in the stash. There is no use of this now. It will give the sorry contents to you from slash zero, but still you can see slash zero is present, but there are no files here. So git stash apply, what it will do, it will get the files simply to keep it. It will copy the changes from that stash and paste in the our branch. But with git stash pop, it will move them. It means it will copy the changes first to the branch and delete the stash change. I mean, delete the files from stash. Got it? That's the difference. Git stash apply and pop. Correct? Is it clear so far?
Yes.
That's about stash. Let's say maybe last command here in the stash. They have these many stash. I don't want it right now because I got my data back. Let's see. Let's commit them. Now, yeah, nothing. I already committed my changes, but I don't want any of this. I want to delete them, right? You can delete it. Git stash drop. You can either keep it like this to delete one by one. See, it's gone. Or you can simply do git stash drop, git stash. Sorry, latest one deleted. See, let's again do drop. See, it's deleting one by one from back. Drop. I think it shouldn't be nothing. See, empty. That's all. You simply can delete it. That's what about stash. So we have command called first thing stash. It will stash our uncommitted changes. It means it will keep our uncommitted changes outside of the branch called stacked area and gives us working copy, clean working copy. Working copy is nothing but our branch, or you can say clean local branch, something anything, whichever is comfortable to you. Now, okay, this is done. My work is done. I came here, came back to my branch. Now what I have to do? I have to get it back. So git stash apply or apply slash the stack ID. I mean stash ID stash sorry, at the rate blah, something or one something like this. It will copy the data. It won't delete the stash, but the data is also present in the branch as well as in stash area. Stash. So if you use git stash pop, it will delete the content from stash and gives you the data like a move. Apply is like a copy and paste. Pop is like a cut and paste. You got it? Now finally you want to delete the stash ID something. So git stash drop. You can see that git stash drop or git stub sorry drop. And finally git stash list. You can see the list of all the stashes. So that's about stash. Let's say there is nothing here, right? See, it's what it says. No local changes to save. Got it? Mhm. Is it clear? Stash is clear because it's the most asked question in the Git. What is stash? I mean, the commands are simple. This is stash, pop, apply, drop. They're same, but you have to understand. You got to explain to them like why it's required. That's important. Got it? All right. Let's see on more topic. A small one. Let's log it. I have a scenario now. Today, what? How many I did commits? I think one, two, three, four. Five. Okay. Let's set it five today. My scenario is I want to merge these commits. Let's say these three commits into one. Got it? I want to merge into single commit. Okay, right? Because in these three commits, my scenario can be anything. I maybe did small changes in those commits. I don't want to reflect that because my manager saw that I made too many commits. I thought, okay, maybe it's not good approach to do this many commits. So what I thought is, I want to merge these commits into one commit. Three commits into one, three to one. You got it right? You got it what I'm saying? I just want to merge these multiple commits into one commit. That's my scenario. Why? Sometimes it required, I mean, like, I did changes too many times and there are almost too many commits. I don't want them to see that I've made these many changes. So I just want to merge them so that they'll think as that I did all the changes only in one commit. So I want to merge these two commits, 5B, 6B, ED. Now what I do? There is some concept called squash, git squash. Simple. What it does is only one thing, merging multiple commits into one commit. That's it. That's the only thing it will do. But how to do it? That's where the difference. How to do squashing? I mean, as you can see, we want to merge three commits into one. How to do it? That only one command is there. Git rebase hyphen I head the, the tilt symbol. And now, what is our requirement? I want to merge three commits into one commit, right? So you have to give the three number. Why you are giving three is in the history, the top three you're trying to commit the top three, or let's say top four means you have to give four. Do remember one thing, you can't you can commit sorry you can merge your commits from top to bottom, not from bottom to top. You can't do that. Let's the first commit. Let's say I did commit on August 23rd. You can't change that. No, it's not possible. The squashing is possible only from the latest commits. Latest to anything. It does not matter now. Let's say if you give here 300, it means the last 300 commits I want to merge into one, or let's say 3000. The last 3000 commits I want to merge into one commit, but it's no one do that. Now here if I give 3 means the last three commits. The last three commits means the latest ones, which are three here. That's how. Let's say let's not execute this command. Let's go to log. This is this is the latest commits, right? I want to merge them. Let's say my scenario is I want to merge commit these two, which are older, right? Not the head of the branch. It won't work. The squash won't work with this command. No. Squashing will work only from top to bottom, like this. Let's say if you want to, sorry, what is it? Yeah, sorry. If you want to squash something, you have to go from top to bottom, not in between bottom, not in between something. Let's say some random commits which don't long back. Those you can't squash together. These, let's say you want to squash these two. It means merge these commits into one. It's not possible. No, it doesn't know that. It only knows squashing, I mean merging multiple commits into one from top to bottom. Top to bottom, let's say you can give anything, any number. Let's say now how many commits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So again 12 commits here, right? Until here, 12 commits are there. Now what you do in the command, you can simply give that number 12. It will come up to here. Got it right? What I'm saying? So you can give the number, it will come up to there, but you can't give the commits. You can't merge the commits which are in between. It should come only from top. Just to remember, that's the only one point in stash to remember. Sorry, splash. Do remember, don't confuse. Stash is the one which we worked before to stash our uncommitted changes to switch branches so that stash. That's the word. Squash. 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 This is the one which will be used to merge multiple commits into one. Got it? The only point you have to remember apart from this, what squash does is squash cannot merge commits in between. It should come from top only. Top commit means the head of the branch. That's why in the command rebasc hyphen I we are giving this head. Why? From head, three commits I want to merge. That's why this command like this. Got it right? So now let's execute this command means the last three commits I want to merge into one. Let's see the commits. If you remember, the latest is changes test 0789 something. Let's see. See, it is showing for us. Changes is the latest commit test 012 test 789. It is showing from reverse order here. Do remember that. Now what I want to do here is I want to merge this to test 789 012. I want to merge these two commits into changes. We have to pick one. We have to choose to which commit we want to merge, obviously. So I want to merge this 789 012 these things into this commit. So what you have to do is just go to the commits which you want to merge, remove the pick, keep yes. Sorry. Keep yes, that's it. So what happens? This GitHub, this Git client or this Squash, let's say, it will keep this commit and merge these two commits into this one. Let's see if this works or not. Just simply save it. That's it. See, it's throwing error. Cannot squash without a previous commit. You can fix this without git rebase edit to do and run git rebase continue or git rebase. Let's go here again. So why it is throwing error? I'll tell you. Why it is telling this? Let me explain. Let me save it first. Wait, what is the error? Let me just see. Sorry. Come on. Let's say all our data is exist, all our commits exist. Yes, correct. We just cancel the stash. Let's see what happens is. Okay, first let's go to top the errors. So first error, where is it? This is not. This is the error, right? Cannot squash without a previous commit. What's happening here is cannot squash without a previous commit. Let's say there is a git log. Yeah, this is the log. I mean our commit history, right? What we did is we are trying to merge these commits these two commits into this one, correct? That's what happened. But after this, there are no commits, right? This is the latest one. This is the top, but it is throwing error. So there should be some commit after this, after this commit. Then only you can merge this into. Sorry, then only you can merge these into this one. Otherwise, you can't. There should be something on top of this commit. That's why it's throwing error. So now what we have to try is we have to merge these commits, this commit or this commit into this, or this commit or this commit into this, not to the top one. So we can do that. Got it? And we missed one option. I will show that one. Don't worry. So let's for our scenario, still we want to merge two commits into one. Let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing. So let's see the error again. No problem. Let's see that I want to merge these two commits 781 78901 to this latest commit. Let's keep it like that. Let's try again. What is the command? Git rebase. This is the one, correct? I want to squash. See the red color. If you see here only, you can see that okay, there is some error. Simply just undo it. Let's yes. Now what we are doing the latest commit and whatever that is test 123. We are merging into the 789 commit. That's why we have to we have kept pick. Pick means it will keep this commit and yes means squash obviously. Merge these two commits into this test 789. Correct? Let's see. Let's save this file. Sorry, file. Now it opened another file. Correct? I didn't open anything. It just opened it. Now here what we have to do is we have to remove the commit messages which we have merged. I think we have to remove test01 to change this. Correct? This we have merged to 789. Let's remove it. We removed it. Now just save it simple. It's done. Gone. See? 789. But our changes, this Krishnashtami files, August 26, all these I created in the latest commit, but still the data exists because they are merged simply into that one. Got it what I'm saying? The only challenge here you have to remember is you can't merge your changes into the head of the branch. Now let's try one more time. Now what we have to see the error. We can't merge these commits into head of the branch. What is head of the branch now? 789. We can't merge. So we have to use any of this. Let's try. Git rebase same command. Rebase -I head tilt. It's a 3. Again 3. Now if you let me try this. Yes. See it won't work. Test 789 is the latest. Below this 456. Below that before that test 1. So it won't work because which is the old one that you have to pick. The new ones you have to keep yes. Is it clear? So the new commits, let's say this is older than this, than this. This is older than this, obviously. That's order. Git log will show you reverse, top to bottom, but it is showing bottom to top. So always you have to pick the bottom commit only to merge the commits. Always pick the bottom one, means the older one, the older commit out of all these. Let's say I gave the command like 30. 30 means you have to pick the old commit out of the 30 to merge all these commits into the commit. You can't pick the latest one, you have to pick only the old. If you pick the wrong one, it will obviously show error here. So obviously test one is the old. Let's go. Does not save this file. Let's go. See, this is the latest. Below this 456. Test one, correct? This is We have to use this commit only. It means we can merge these commits into this, not the otherwise. Not we can do that because we have to always merge your commits into the older commit, not the newer commits. It won't work. Got it? Now is it clear? Now let's do it. No problem. Pick this commit test one is the older, obviously. Remaining, yes, keep it as. Now what's happening here is if I save this file, if it is correct, I mean whatever I did, everything is correct. It will open another file to remove the commit messages automatically. I won't do anything. See, it will automatically open the commit. I mean, open another file to remove the commit messages. Why we need to remove the commit messages? Because we are deleting them. I mean, we are merging them. So you don't need the commit message anymore. That's why you're removing it. Now again, save this file. That's it. Data is there. See, all data is there. Git log. See, now test one is the latest. Now, if you are merging again, let's say four, these four you are merging, you have to merge all these three commits into this commit, the latest test one. Now, test one became the latest, right? You can't use the test one now. That's all. So you can't use the latest one or the one below it, whatever. So you have to always use the old one. This is the old. I mean, for now, just because we are merging four, this will become the old. Got it? Is it clear? Got it? Any doubts in stash or squash or cherry pick? That's just one command, but yeah, Cherrypick also useful. Yeah, any doubts? No?
No.
Okay. I think that's okay for today's class. Tomorrow might be the last class for Git. It'll be finished. Tomorrow, if it is, yeah, mostly it'll be finished, no problem. All right, then, do practice. Let's meet tomorrow. Okay, same time. Bye. Bye all.